Listen, man, life is going to come at you from all angles. People going to talk, situations going to test you. Some days it's going to feel like the whole world trying to knock you off your feet. But let me tell you something. If you let every little thing get to you, you already lost the battle. You ever notice how successful people move? They don't react to every little distraction. They don't let negativity rent space in their mind. They wake up, handle their business, and keep it pushing. They act like nothing affects them, not because they don't feel it, but because they refuse to let it stop them. See, life ain't about dodging problems. It's about controlling how you respond. You can't be out here wearing your emotions on your sleeve, getting upset every time somebody don't like you, every time something don't go your way. You can't win like that. People gonna talk, they gonna doubt you, they gonna try to throw you off, but guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's their problem, not yours. Listen, man, life ain't about what happens to you, it's about how you respond to it. See, you can't control everything that comes your way, but you can control how you react, and that right there, that's the difference between people who make it and people who stay stuck. You ever see somebody lose their cool over the smallest thing? Somebody cut him off in traffic and they mad the whole day. Somebody said something slick about them, now they walking around carrying that energy, letting it mess up their whole mood. That's wasted time. That's wasted energy. Because the truth is, life gonna stop at you regardless. The world don't stop moving just because you upset. You can spend your time reacting to every little thing, or you can learn how to keep it pushing. See, when you let every little thing get under your skin, you giving your power away. You letting outside forces control how you feel. And the minute you do that, you already lost. Because now your happiness, your peace, your success, it ain't even in your hands no more. It belongs to whoever or whatever can get a reaction out of you. But when you decide, I'm not letting this shake me, when you decide, I control my emotions, not the other way around, that's when you win. Let me tell you something. Every successful person you see today had moments where life hit them hard. They had people doubt them, talk about them, betray them. They had setbacks, losses, failures. But you know what made them different? They didn't let those moments define them. They didn't sit in that negativity and let it take over. They felt it, sure, but they moved through it. They understood that reacting to every little thing wasn't going to get them closer to where they wanted to be. And let's be real, some people live for drama. They want you to react. They want you to be bothered. They feed off your frustration. That's why the most powerful thing you can do, act like it don't affect you. Keep your composure, keep your focus. Because when you stop reacting, you take away their power. You show them that you bigger than the moment, bigger than the negativity, bigger than whatever they trying to throw at you. Now, that don't mean you ignore everything in life. That don't mean you become numb. Nah, it means you get strategic. You decide what's worth your energy and what ain't. You decide what gets a response and what don't. Because truth is, most of the stuff that tries to pull you down, it ain't even worth your time. Somebody don't believe in you, so what? Keep working. Somebody throw shade at you, let them talk. An obstacle gets in your way, find another way. But don't sit there wasting time reacting to everything that don't serve you, because the more you focus on nonsense, the less time you got for your purpose. When you walk like nothing affects you, people start to respect you different. They see you ain't easily shaken. They see you ain't out here playing checkers. You playing chess. And life starts moving in your favor when you learn how to master your reactions. So don't give away your power. Don't let the small stuff pull you off track. Keep your head up, keep your emotions in check, and keep moving. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is how you decide to respond. Listen, man, distractions are everywhere. They come in all shapes and sizes. People, problems, negativity, doubt, fear. But if you let every little thing pull you away from what you're supposed to be doing, you ain't never gonna make it. See, success don't come to the most talented, the luckiest, or the smartest. It comes to the ones who stay locked in. The ones who wake up every single day and say, no matter what happens, I'm focused on my goal. You ever notice how easy it is to get thrown off track? One bad comment, one tough day, one little inconvenience, and suddenly you second guessing yourself. You wasting time explaining yourself to people who don't even matter. You letting small distractions pull you away from the big picture. And that's exactly why so many people don't reach their full potential, because they're too busy reacting instead of executing. See, when you got a vision, you can't afford to entertain nonsense. You can't be out here paying attention to every little thing. You ever watch a horse in a race? They put blinders on them. Not because they don't trust a horse, but because they know if that horse looks left or right, it's going to slow down. That horse got to stay focused straight ahead. Same thing with you. You can't be looking around worried about what everybody else doing, what they saying, or who watching. Your job is to move forward. People going to test you. They're going to try to get a reaction. Some going to hate on you just because they see you moving different. But guess what? That ain't got nothing to do with you. You wasn't put here to answer to them. You wasn't put here to argue, prove yourself, or convince people to believe in you. Your only job is to stay locked in and keep working. You ever hear somebody say, I was going to do this, but then life happened? That's a distraction talking. Life always going to happen. You think successful people didn't have obstacles? You think they ain't have days where they felt like quitting? The difference is they pushed through anyway. They didn't let temporary situations knock them off course. And let me tell you something. Most distractions ain't even big. It ain't always some major event that throws you off. Sometimes it's scrolling on your phone too long. It's giving your energy to the wrong conversations. It's worrying about what somebody else doing instead of focusing on your own grind. Little things add up. And before you know it, you're looking up and realizing you way off track. That's why you got to be intentional. Every single day you got to ask yourself, is this helping me or hurting me? Because if it ain't pushing you forward, it's holding you back. And anything holding you back, you got to let that go. Listen, staying focused ain't easy. There's always going to be something trying to pull you away. But if you want to be great, you got to learn how to block out the noise. You got to learn how to keep your eyes on the prize no matter what's happening around you. Because the truth is, the moment you stop letting distractions control you, that's the moment you take control of your life. So stay locked in, stay on your path, and don't let nothing pull you away from where you're supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is whether you kept going. Listen, man, people gonna talk, they're gonna have opinions about you, your dreams, your moves, everything. And if you let that get to you, if you let what they say dictate how you live, you already lost. See, some folks ain't never gonna believe in you. Some people gonna doubt you just because they can't see themselves doing what you're doing. But let me tell you something. You don't need their approval. You don't need their validation. The only person who gotta believe in you is you. You ever notice how people got the most to say when you start moving different? The second you decide you want more for yourself, here they come with their opinions. You sure that's a good idea? I wouldn't do that if I were you. Man, you crazy for thinking that's gonna work. But guess what? They ain't you. They ain't got your vision. They ain't got your calling. So why would you let their words stop you? See, some people doubt you because they scared. They scared to take risks, scared to step outside their comfort zone, scared to chase something bigger than what they know. And instead of dealing with their own fears, they try to project them onto you. But that ain't your burden to carry. You can't let small minds talk you out of big dreams. You got to understand, everybody ain't meant to see your vision. Some people so stuck in their own limitations, they can't even imagine what's possible. That don't mean they right. It just means they ain't built like you. And that's okay. Let them doubt you. Let them question you. Let them talk. But don't you dare let that stop you. Matter of fact, use it. Turn it into fuel. Let every doubt, every negative word, every person who ever said you couldn't be, the reason you go harder. Because nothing feels better than proving yourself right. Not proving them wrong, proving yourself right. Because at the end of the day, this ain't about them, this about you. You got to move like you already know it's done, like success is already yours, like the doubt, the negativity, the outside noise. It don't even exist. Because when you stop looking for approval, when you stop worrying about who believes in you and just start believing in yourself, that's when everything changes. That's when life starts working in your favor. So keep pushing, keep grinding, and keep believing even when nobody else does. Because at the end of the day, the only opinion that really matters is yours. Listen, man, how you carry yourself determines how the world treats you. You ever notice how some people walk into a room and everybody pays attention even before they say a word? That ain't luck, that's confidence. That's presence. That's the energy they bring with them. And let me tell you something, when you move like success is already yours, people start treating you like it is. See, too many folks walk around like they don't deserve to be where they at. They second guess themselves. They shrink in the presence of others. They waiting for somebody to tell them they good enough. But let me tell you something. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need nobody to validate you. You belong in every room you step into. You deserve every opportunity that comes your way. And the second you start carrying yourself like you believe that, everything around you starts shifting. People can feel when you're unsure of yourself. They can sense when you doubt your own worth. And the world, it mirrors that energy right back to you. But when you walk with confidence, when you talk like you know exactly what you're doing, when you stand tall no matter what's happening around you, people start treating you different, they respect you different, cause confidence, that's the real currency. Now, don't get it twisted. I ain't talking about arrogance. I ain't talking about walking around thinking you better than everybody else. Nah, real confidence ain't about proving nothing to nobody. It's about knowing who you are, knowing what you bring to the table, and never let nobody make you feel small. It's about standing firm in your vision, even when nobody else sees it yet. You ever see somebody who got no business being in charge, but they act like they run the place? And because they move like that, people believe it? That's because confidence can take you places talent alone never will. You can have all the skills, all the knowledge, all the experience in the world, but if you don't believe in yourself, none of it matters. And let me tell you something, confidence ain't about having all the answers. It's about trusting yourself enough to figure it out. Ain't nobody got it all together. Even the most successful people you see, they learning as they go. But the difference is, they ain't letting fear stop them. They step into every situation like they belong there, like they meant to win, like success is the only option. And because they move like that, doors open for them. So how are you carrying yourself? Are you walking like you already defeated? Are you speaking like you unsure? Are you waiting for somebody else to believe in you before you believe in yourself? Because if you are, it's time to change that. It's time to start moving different. Start walking into every room with your head high, your back straight, and your mind locked in. Speak with authority. Own your space. Stop apologizing for taking up room in this world. You deserve to be here. And the sooner you start acting like it, the sooner the world will start treating you like it. So stand tall, move with purpose, and carry yourself like success is already yours. Because at the end of the day, the way you see yourself is the way the world will see you too. Listen, man, life gonna test you. Situations gonna push you. People gonna try you. But if you let your emotions run the show, you setting yourself up to lose. See, real power ain't in reacting. It's in controlling how you respond. It's in knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to push forward and when to fall back. The people who make it to the top, they ain't the ones who let every little thing get to them. They the ones who feel everything, but don't let it break them. You ever notice how some folks get caught up in every bit of drama? Somebody say something about them and now they mad all day. Somebody do them wrong and they stuck on revenge. They let their emotions take them on a roller coaster. 1 minute up, the next minute down. And the whole time, life keeps moving without him, because while they sitting there caught up in feelings, somebody else out here getting to work, staying focused, making moves. That's the difference. See, emotions ain't the enemy. You human. You gonna feel anger, frustration, disappointment. That's natural. But what you do with those emotions, that's where the power is. You can't let how you feel control what you do, because emotions change. One moment you heated, the next you calm. One moment you doubting yourself, the next you motivated again. But if you out here making decisions based on temporary feelings, you're going to keep making permanent mistakes. You got to learn how to pause. Before you react, before you let something or somebody get you out of character, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Because half the time, it ain't. Half the time, the thing that got you upset today won't even matter a week from now. And if it won't matter later, why let it steal your peace now? And let me tell you something. People watch how you handle yourself. The way you move in tough situations tells them everything they need to know about you. If you the type to snap, to lose control, to let every little thing shake you, people start to see that as a weakness. But when you stay composed, when you move like nothing phases you, that's when they start respecting you different. Because control, that's strength. You ever seen somebody who got that quiet power? The kind of person who don't need to yell, don't need to argue, don't need to prove nothing, but when they speak, everybody listens. That's because they mastered emotional discipline. They don't waste energy on what don't serve them. They pick their battles. They stay in control. And because of that, they move different. They win different. Now, that don't mean you let people walk all over you. That don't mean you ignore disrespect. But it does mean you choose your response wisely. You move smart. Because at the end of the day, success ain't about how loud you can be. It's about how strategic you can be. So next time something tries to pull you off track, next time somebody tries to get a reaction out of you, remember this. Power ain't in reacting. Power is in choosing not to react. Power is in staying focused, staying calm, staying in control. Because at the end of the day, the strongest person in the room is the one who don't let nothing shake them. Listen, man, life don't wait. It don't slow down just because you had a bad day, just because somebody hurt you, just because things ain't go the way you planned. The clock keeps ticking. The world keeps moving. And if you want to win, if you want to be successful, you got to keep moving too, no matter what. See, too many folks let setbacks stop them. They hit one roadblock and suddenly they question everything. They lose one opportunity and now they're talking about giving up. But let me tell you something. Every single person who's ever made it, every single person you look up to, they all had moments where life knocked them down. The difference is they didn't stay there. They got back up. They kept pushing. They kept moving forward. You ever notice how some people get stuck in the past? They're still talking about what happened years ago, still carrying old pain, still making excuses for why they can't move on. And while they sitting there stuck, life just passing them by. See, you can sit in your losses or you can learn from them. You can let disappointment break you or you can let it build you. But you can't do both. You got to decide, are you going to let this moment define you or are you going to push past it? And let me tell you something. Waiting for the perfect time to move forward, that's a trap. There ain't no perfect time. You waiting for everything to be lined up just right, you're going to be waiting forever. You got to move even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're scared. Because progress don't happen when you're comfortable. It happens when you push through anyway. Think about it. When you're driving, do you get to your destination by sitting there looking in the rearview mirror? Nah, you got to focus on what's ahead. The past is done. What's behind you can't be changed. But what's in front of you, that's still in your hands. That's why you got to keep moving forward. Now, that don't mean you ignore what you've been through. That don't mean you pretend like things don't hurt. Nah, you feel it, you acknowledge it, but then you get up and keep going. Because at the end of the day, life ain't about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up. And let me tell you, every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. You might not be where you want to be yet, but if you keep moving, you're going to get there. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next step and then the next one and then the next, because the only way you lose is if you stop. So no matter what's happened, no matter how tough it's been, no matter who doubted you, who hurt you, who left you, keep moving. Because at the end of the day, the only way to reach your destination is to never stop going. Listen, man, you can't control everything. No matter how smart you are, how much you plan, how much you prepare, life gonna throw some things at you that you ain't see coming. That's just how it is. But here's what separates the people who make it from the ones who don't. It ain't about avoiding problems. It's about how you handle them. It's about adjusting, adapting, and keeping it moving no matter what comes your way. See, too many folks spend their energy fighting things they can't change. They're mad about the past. They're frustrated about things outside their control. They're letting circumstances dictate their attitude, their actions, their next move. But let me tell you something. Wasting energy on what you can't change is stopping you from focusing on what you can. And that's where your real power is. Life is unpredictable. 1 minute, everything going smooth. The next, you're facing a challenge you never expected. You lose a job, a deal falls through, somebody lets you down. That's life. But the ones who win, they the ones who learn to pivot. They the ones who don't sit around complaining about how unfair it is. They take a deep breath, adjust their mindset, and figure out a way forward. You ever see how water moves? You put an obstacle in its way, it don't stop flowing. It don't turn around. It don't complain. It finds another way. It goes around, under, through, whatever you got to do to keep moving forward. That's how you got to be. You got to be like water. No matter what blocks your path, you find another way. See, every situation you face in life comes with two choices. You can complain about it, or you can adapt to it. Complaining don't change nothing, it just keeps you stuck. But adapting, that's how you take control. That's how you turn setbacks into setups. That's how you keep pushing even when things don't go your way. Think about all the greats, the people who built something out of nothing, the ones who changed the game. You think they ain't have days where things didn't go according to plan? The difference is they adjusted. They didn't let problems stop them. They learned how to navigate whatever life threw at them. And let me tell you something. Sometimes the thing you thought was a setback is really a setup for something better. Sometimes the door that closed was never meant for you in the first place. Sometimes what looks like a loss in a moment is just life rerouting you to something greater. But you'll never know if you stuck complaining instead of adapting. The truth is you ain't always gonna have control over what happens, but you do have control over how you respond. And that's where your strength is. That's where your power is. Not in wishing things were different, but in making the best out of what is. So whatever comes your way, don't let it shake you. Don't let it stop you. Take a breath, adjust your mindset, and keep moving. Because at the end of the day, the ones who make it are the ones who adapt. Listen, man, life gonna test you. People gonna doubt you. Challenges gonna come your way. But through it all, you gotta stay solid. You gotta walk like nothing affects you, move with confidence, and keep pushing forward no matter what. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. And that right there, that's your power. That's what separates the ones who succeed from the ones who stay stuck. So don't waste time on negativity. Don't let doubt shake you. Don't let setbacks stop you. Keep believing in yourself, keep moving forward, and keep adapting to whatever life throws at you. Because when you carry yourself like success is already yours, when you stop letting outside noise control your inside peace, that's when everything starts shifting in your favor. Stay strong. Stay focused, and don't ever stop chasing what's meant for you. Your future is waiting. Go get it. Good luck, and thank you.